right, RD, this Nate Ament sweepstakes is really interesting. So you got Louisville, that's their fan base is raised like 87,000. Cal's referenced the one freshman they're still after, which is him. Duke's apparently in the running. The Boozer brothers have been talking to him, trying to get him to Durham. How close of a race is it right now, in your opinion, for Arkansas, Duke, and some of the other schools when it comes to landing Nate Ament?
I think it's obviously going to be very competitive, and I think and based on what he was saying at the McDonald's All-American game, that he's going to wait and kind of see how things turn out as far as the portal, which makes sense. You want to know what the team's going to look like when you get there. Make a decision a little later after things settle down with the portal. But I really think that from a competitive standpoint, I think it's going to be tough to beat Kentucky. Reason I say that, I just tend to think that they're going to go all out and they're going to throw a big bag of money to him so he doesn't come to Arkansas. I mean, obviously they want him and all that, but I think it's an ego thing for Kentucky to be able to beat Cal for Ament. So, I could be totally wrong, but I think that I think this is something that they see. It's kind of personal, and I bet if anything, money wise, I think that they'll be the ones throwing the most money.
So where is money in the priority list for guys at this caliber? I mean, the 5-star level can go anywhere they want. I think because of none of us are facing down and burdened with 2 comma income. So we think about it a little different, but is money the number one priority? Is it NBA development the number one priority? Because I can't imagine there's going to be a ton of difference in the money no matter where he lands.
But that's the thing. How much difference is it? If it's a sizable difference, yeah, I think that does make a difference. That certain teams will say, "Hey, well, we can only go this far. Or we can go 2.5 or whatever." We truly all won't know at the end. But if a team is offering $1 million more, that's pretty sizable, and I think that could make a difference. Now, yeah, NBA development's going to make a big deal, a big difference, I think, too. So, but I think if the money's pretty sizable difference, I think that could definitely influence his decision.
Because that's where Cal and his staff, I think, have the edge. I mean, John Shire doesn't have the track record that, and who does now with the retirements we've had. But as far as track record of getting guys to the NBA, it's not Mark Pope, it's not Shire, it's not Louisville, it's not Cal's got the goods. But at the same
time, when you're a guy like him, you're thinking, I need that development, but at the same time, I'm so talented. I'm gonna be a one and done anyway. I mean, these guys are good guys, especially the people around them, and just all the notoriety that they get over the last 2 or 3 years of their high school career. They get an inflated opinion about themselves, and I tend to think that they feel like that no matter where they go, that they're gonna be able to go to the NBA. So I mean, that's just me talking.
Yeah.
So I think that I think NBA development is definitely a consideration, but I think that when you get to his status, and especially since and these kids read this stuff too. I mean, I think what was it, ESPN in the 2026 as far as the NBA draft, they were projecting him to go number 4. And he sees that. I mean, he's thinking, well, heck, he's a pretty mature kid. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, that has to kind of enter your mind, thinking, I'm most likely going to the NBA, regardless where I go. So, I think that's something to take in consideration.
So I know the transfer portal closes on the April 22nd of this month, but Richard, when do high school kids have to sign by? May?
Oh gosh, I've been focused on the portal, and I've forgotten when the national signing.
Isn't that wild though? Like your job, and we've talked about this. Your job has just completely changed. Like, not that you aren't following Ament or some of the other high school prospects, Arkansas basketball wise, in the state, but I mean, you're more heavily focused on kid like Keyshawn Hall at UCF, or the brother of the Auburn kid. Like, you've got so many more people to obviously follow and everything else, but more of your focus has been on that, and that's really the same way the coaches are too, aren't they, RD?
Yeah, pretty much. And you can sign at any time. I mean, even beyond the time period that it says for the window. But I'll just have to look on that. I'll be honest with you. Like I said, I just got off vacation and been focused on the portal. But I'd keep an eye on Lamar Wilkerson too from Sam Houston. I really think that he's one to keep an eye on.
Ashdown kid,
Ashdown.
right? Okay,
right. Ashdown kid who shot around 44% from or it might be 45% from three. I think if you're going to the portal and you're looking for guards, I think you're looking for guys that can help you improve your 3-point shooting percentage, and obviously he's one of those guys that can do that. Where I think Keyshawn Hall, I think he's right around 35%. So it's still good, but you get a guy shooting close to 45% from three. I mean, that's pretty elite.
Richard, you did have a football commitment, I guess, yesterday. Cade Bush, I believe Minnesota kid, 3-star tight end, class of 2026. Starting to add that Pittman and Stafford starting to add a couple more guys to that class, aren't they?
Yeah, same school as Frank Ragnall, and
okay.
he told me that they actually have Frank's Arkansas jersey in the athletic facility, so that's pretty cool. But 6'5", about 220 pounds. He visited a few weeks ago and had a good time. And I obviously decided to be a Razorback. So good get for Coach Turner and Coach Pittman.
What'd you do on vacation?
Went down to Hot Springs just for a couple of days and saw my sister and had dinner with them and just spent time with them. But other than that, kind of chilled, did some things around the house.
Did you get in a bath down there? One of those hot baths?
No, I've never done a bath.
You ever done one of those, Tommy?
My wife has done that a couple of times. She loves it, but I've never done a bath. She loves massages. I'm not a big massage guy, so I'm a little different from that aspect.
Okay. Well, while you may not be a fan of baths, I know you are a fan of House of Webster and all their products. Jams, jelly, salsas, the best in the business. RD, I know the Carolina Reapers, what you've been munching on lately. Anything new you've been eating on for Mike and the guys?
No, but I usually when I do have some toast, I do that apple butter, but or even a bagel, I'll throw it on the bagel.
Yeah. Can I tell you what I did last week? And you guys can't judge
What'd
me.
you do?
I put. I'm going to get ripped for this, but it was good, so I don't care. I put strawberry preserves on my steak, and it was really good.
What made you think to do that?
It was just sitting out, and it's good on everything, so I slapped it on there. It's like, this is pretty good. So strawberry preserves on steak. I don't know if Mike and them want that endorsement.
Salt, seasoning, and sweet, believe it or not, go together. I haven't done that, but I've done things that are somewhat similar as far as when you have sodium, something that has a lot of salt or sodium, and you add some sweet, it's pretty good.
Why peanut butter and jelly such a great thing?
Peanut butter and jelly day, by the way. Yeah. So take advantage. HouseofWebster.com. You can get all their jams, jellies, and sauces made right here locally here in Arkansas, and you can stop by and see their location in Rogers as well. RD, glad you're back from vacation, man. We'll catch up next week. Hopefully we'll have kind of some more updates when it comes to Arkansas basketball recruiting, whether it's Nate Ament.
Yeah, I tend to think that we'll probably be hearing between now and then we'll hear some stuff. So we'll see.
All right, RD, appreciate it, buddy.
All right, man.
BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for betting on all the madness. Even if your bracket is busted, BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with a free Sweet 16 bracket and live betting on every remaining tournament game. With the largest selection of odds on everything from college basketball to MLB, NHL, and MMA, BetOnline continues to be your number one sports betting source. From every Cinderella story to every hat trick, BetOnline has you covered with odds, stats, and more for every game, every play, and every win. BetOnline, the game starts here.